It's the Rajasthan Royals and the Chennai Super Kings. Don't worry, this game is not happening in Chennai.
Chennai playing again?
Yes.
But they're playing in Jaipur. So it's okay.
They're playing in Jaipur, so they've taken a flight. You saw on social media.
No, not just that.
Lying down on the
they're
airport.
playing in Jaipur, between the balls after pitching allowed to.
It's allowed to reach. It's allowed to reach the batsman after pitching the ball the same day. It's like you may approach the batsman on the same day. That's the Chennai pitch. We're just making fun of it. Somebody else is making the actual pitch. All right. Let's look at the teams then, shall we? There's the Chennai Super Kings. Obviously, they're coming off a win.
Yeah, they're 5-1. Yes. They're 5-1. They're still top of the table.
5-1, sitting top of the table. No problemo. Nicely done. Any changes you feel they would do? They don't like making them. But do you think Shane Watson? I mean, he had a couple of good shots in the last one. He got out. It was a soft dismissal.
Look, the only person who can come in is Sam Billings for Shane Watson. They won't do that.
They won't do it?
Nah, Dhoni changes if he has no other alternative.
We haven't asked you. I've asked them this question before. I've asked Ajay this question before. Murli Vijay? Not getting a look in? Nope. No. So they're going to persist with Shane Watson.
So Dhoni might tell the owners, you pick as many as you want, but I only want 13, 14 of those. I don't want the other. I only play with those 13, 14. He won't change. He won't change very much. He said something very interesting yesterday. At the post-match, he said to me that he's not happy with the pitch in Chennai because it's not allowing him to figure out what his best combination is. He said because we're getting away here, because we have the bowlers to do it, but our batsmen are not getting into rhythm. And when we travel, I may not be able to play this side, which may not be suitable for another surface. So it's actually not even good for us because we don't know what the best team is, and there's no Bravo.
Yeah. So can that be a negative when your home pitch? Yes, it plays to your strengths.
No, but it gives you 7
but
wins.
it's so distinctly different from other pitches.
No, but it still gives you 7 wins.
Fair enough.
I mean, no better captain of spin bowling than Dhoni.
But I mean,
who's the better captain of fast bowling, please?
I don't know. But Dhoni,
please accept he's the best captain that
of all bowling.
True. Okay.
Of all
I thought mujhe kuch bol raha hai, so I was trying to play safe.
He wasn't trying to trap you.
No.
It's like extended from spin to pace.
थोड़ा सा दिल खोल के धोनी को दो तो सही यार. He is the only man I've seen. You know, I've been watching now 25 years of cricket. We've had lots of greats that we've had. You know, and I'm not going to name 1 or 2 or 5 because I'm putting 8.
You've only been watching 25 years, but you played
since you were 2.
He played the 92 World Cup. That was 27 years ago.
Yeah, but he was not watching. He was not watching them.
See, the first few years I wasn't even coming to the ground. What was happening? You got to ask Sanjay this story. You know, my first Test match day, how that went.
No, but I want
because
to say,
it was in the day, so I had to sleep.
Yeah, but no, I want to just add to this that for 25 years he's been watching cricket, but for many, many years before that, we were watching him. That's the difference. We were watching him.
So.
Great leaders.
He's forgotten what.
Great leaders, I remember.
Not just great leaders, great players. I'm saying I've seen great players play. You see them come, you see them peak, you see them go to a stage, and then you see them slowing down or getting slower or not good enough. I can't remember a player who could actually bring it back almost to his peak. If you see what has happened with Mahendra Singh Dhoni in the last 4 years, last World Cup, you decided that he's not going to be there for the next World Cup, so you changed the captain. Because that was a call. Again, there's no right or wrong call. You change the captain thinking he's not going to be there. He slows down. He's not getting around. And see what's happened in the last 6 months. He's probably batting as well as he was batting 5 years ago. I have not seen that with any of our greats in the past.
Back to the gym.
Yeah, whatever. I'm seeing.
But I just something. I don't want to interrupt you. Something very interesting happened yesterday in Chennai. I've never seen a bowler start to celebrate a stumping before it was done. Imran Tahir has bowled to Shubman Gill, and before Dhoni has taken the base off, he started to celebrate because he knew that stumping to hona hi hai yahan pe.
Yeah, but that's with Dhoni.
Oh,
I'm telling you.
You know, short periods it can happen, but this is a man who's actually come back and done it so beautifully. So you know, at least the memories for some kids who are watching him now will be what they see now, because people who haven't seen him in 2003, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 would think, if you had seen him in the last 3 years, you'd think he's a different player, which has happened to a lot of our great players.
What odds he'll play the 2023 World Cup then?
No, look, I am the biggest fan, but honestly, if he's not going to lead India, then this should be his last World Cup.
It will be.
Okay, well,
there's no bigger fan than me, so I guess I can say it. If he's not going to lead India, then
last World Cup.
That's how.
Okay,
Rajasthan are playing as well.
Let's look at the Rajasthan team as well. I've got the director going nuts in my ear, going Rajasthan. Well, there you go. Here they are, buddy. Fair enough. There they go. Will they make any changes? I'm looking at Ashton Turner. They're going.
I don't know what the matter with Sanju Samson. Is he that unwell, or he's got an injury? Because he's got to come back.
Yeah, but
Sanju Samson has got to come back at the first possible opportunity.
Yeah. So we don't have word yet whether he would be back in the team or not, because he's missed about 2 games now because of injury. So he's missed 2 games. So there you go. That's their team. Do you see any change in this? Perhaps
they're playing in Jaipur. It's a patchy kind of track in Jaipur because there's grassy and bald patches on the pitches.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they think that Unadkat has now been out 2 games. Let's put Unadkat back in.
Yeah.
But it's a largish ground, isn't it? Jaipur's a largish ground, so you can still play with your spinners in Jaipur.
Ajay, the way they're playing, I mean, they've got only 1 win.
A good wicket. Sorry?
They've got only 1 win.
One in 5. Yeah, Rajasthan.
Okay.
I mean, it's pretty much decided. It's just a Herculean task to sort of qualify for me, especially since all the other teams on the top are doing well. They're sort of beating each other.
Put side on paper. On paper, it's got everything covered, all bases covered. Look at them. They have won 4. They won 4.
Do you get to a position where you can almost get liberated?
Yeah, you got to liberate Ajinkya Rahane from captaincy. I think that's the first thing you need to do. If you liberate him, he's a good enough player. We haven't seen the player this year.
Yeah.
And I think to India at least that's more important, his batting. And
who captains?
If you have Steven Smith, look, if it's an ethical call, you wouldn't have had him in your team.
Yeah.
If you've got him back, then what is the ethic left? That why can't you have him as your captain? Because he's led Australia. He's a captain of.
So would you tell Rahane, we're demoting you, or we're leaving you free to focus on your batting?
Exactly what I said about Yuvraj Singh this morning. This is franchise cricket. You don't need to tell anybody anything. You were bought in an auction. You do exactly what I told you to do.